Let's please welcome Humatico. Humatico is competing all the way from Myslowice, Poland. They were mentored by Felix Litvin. Humatico's technology creates high-quality organic fertilizer from any available organic raw materials, including agricultural waste, algae, peat, and brown coal. Presenting and answering the judges' questions today will be Kasia Geiger. Please come on board. Let's give her a hand.
I hope my mic works, not like Brian's. Perfect. I have quite few interesting things to tell you. So it would be really a pity when the mic was not working. Okay, so let's start. Good. I'm Kasia Geiger, and I have been dealing with food production and agriculture since my childhood. My family can look for 10 generations history of farming in Poland, and myself, I spent all my professional life with food supply chains. And this taught me how difficult and complex agriculture business is. There are so many factors impacting the productivity of the farm. From soil to weather, from regulations to even political unrest. So how to protect the main work of the farmer, what is food production, when the soil, for example, is not fertile. To compensate it, we need to use chemical fertilizers, for example. And we are using already 200 million tons of chemical fertilizers each year. And just in recent 12 months, the price doubled. And there are just a couple of countries which really can deliver all the resources to produce the fertilizers. Going further, the demand for healthy and quality food is growing dramatically. The resources like healthy soils and the minerals are going down, and everything on the farm needs to be done with zero net greenhouse gases emissions by 2050. Quite hard business. So are there any alternatives? For example, manure. It has been considered as a fertilizer for centuries, but manure can be also a $9 billion issue. Why? Because manure is not easy to handle. I'm not just talking about the smell. I'm talking about the uncontrolled sprayings where it can contaminate the waters. Look at the Finger Lakes region, like too much phosphorus caused all the algae bloomings, for example, huge problem. And it's super labor intense. And a farmer doesn't need even more work, it already has. Humatico created a turnkey one-stop shop solution to convert all the available waste, including manure or whatever you will have on your farm, and convert it to an effective fertilizer. Our IP-protected technology is based on the supercavitation principles. We spent more than 5 years to develop it. It's not just fast, you just need 3 hours batch production for one cycle. It's very energy efficient. You need just like 12 kilowatts to produce 1 ton of fertilizer. It's portable. Of course, the original size is slightly bigger because now we are talking about 20-feet container, standard container portable unit. It's affordable, and it's like lowering the emissions from using chemical fertilizers can go down by 90%. So how the magic happened? You take your on the farm available waste, you add it into the container, you press the button, the extraction process starts in the pipes, it's heating up, and after 3 hours you will get ready to use fertilizer, what you can apply it on the field, not regulated as a manure, but wherever you need it, or store it for later. We already sold 3 units to farms in Europe. We tried already over 20 different waste streams to produce the fertilizer. But the most important thing is we conducted independent tests of the ready output, included Cornell laboratories. And as you can see, our happy customer, his soy grew 25% bigger after using the combined organic fertilizer by using own waste. And his soil was much more restored. And for some of the crops, we even managed to eliminate the chemicals by almost 100%. So now we are bringing the validated technology to US. Our DNA is the triple bottom line principles. We are not just cutting the work at the farm, we are reducing the operational cost of the farmer and even giving him additional opportunity to make revenue. Why? Because by converting a low value material into a very high valuable end product. So how big is the market? There are almost 600 million farms in the world with almost 1 billion heads. Looking at the US, we have 700,000 cattle farms with almost more than 90 million cattle. Thus, this makes a really big opportunity. So zooming now to the Grow New York region. Our initial business model is to sell fertilizer reactors to the farmer by price of $50,000 per unit. So this brings us to the opportunity to make, in the first year, a revenue by $1.5 million. We are conducting all the time also interviews with different farms because we have apples, we have cattle, we have, for example, also even forestry, where you can use the wood chips, for example, as valuable streams. So this led us to develop also additional business models like leasing and fertilizer as a service model. This will create different jobs. For example, we are looking intensely for agriculture specialists and manufacturing specialists. The money from this competition can, of course, accelerate the process, which we already started. If you look on LinkedIn, we already posted several positions for this region. We have, of course, some of the competitions, but Humatico unique value is one-stop shop to produce fast by minimizing the waste of fertilizer. If you compare us with, for example, gas digesters or composters, digesters are very expensive and the composters are slow. Humatico can be a part of the whole value chain, so you don't need to, for example, don't use your biogas producers because we can even upcycle the waste after it. So a few weeks ago, we had the possibility to already conduct a business development trip in the region. We already started the negotiations for manufacturing with MIS, with Cameron, and with Mercury. We already checked our future office spots on the Cornell Agritech Excellence Center, and we also had the possibility to visit several of customers. So let's take a look on the team. We are quite diverse. We have 50% of women in our team. Me, I'm holding a master's degree in economics and a diploma of advanced studies in sustainability of the University of Cambridge. Alexander is a PhD in hydrophysics, and he's the brain from the technology. And we have a great team of advisors, including Cornell specialists and NYSERDA. So what is our unique value of the world's smallest fertilizer factory? We have a diverse team who proved that can deliver. We have already tested technology and validated because we already sold and producing the fertilizers. We are able to give additional value to the customer, not just by reducing the waste he has on the farm, but we can cut also his work and finally bring him more money. And then looking on the nutrition management of the soil, we can restore the soils by minimizing the impact of chemicals, by using the organic materials for production of the fertilizers. You can add more organic stuff like humic acid back to the soil by improving and restoring it. And finally, we can achieve altogether a sustainable and resilient farming for the future. Thank you so much.